Stacy Kendro, everybody! Give her a round of applause! Stacy was here working, like she said, when this place was doing comedy 7 days a week, 3 shows a day. Now look at where we are. You got the door guy opening the show. Yeah, I got a little excited. I had some shitty stuff happen. Did anyone ever just like think they were gonna be with someone forever, and then they have a breakup? Am I the only asshole that goes through that?
No, you're not.
Oh, Larry, seriously, Larry, it was the worst.
Those women, they do it to you all the time.
This was terrible, but I felt bad. I did something shitty. I didn't have my apartment. We were ready to move in together. And, I mean, the landlord was giving me the runaround. I had to take this girl that I was going to spend the rest of my life with and move her back into my parents' house with me. In my old high school bedroom was like a storage unit now. So we had to sleep on my parents' couch at my childhood home. I came home from the busy barber shop one day, and she was just standing at the door like this. And I knew something was wrong. This was ridiculous. I was like, shit, I gotta come up with some lie. And she's like, Matt, I don't know how much longer I can do this. I was like, don't worry, I called the landlord, we're gonna get in there. She's like, I don't wanna get pregnant on your mom's couch. And I said, honey, don't worry, it's a pullout. Hey, you know, I wasn't ready to buy diapers. Are you guys ready for your headliner? I am excited to bring this next guy to the stage. He sold out the place last year. He's been doing comedy for over a decade, all over the country. Let's welcome the very funny Mo Green, everybody!
Cut the music, DJ. That's my favorite song. Clap it up for yourselves for coming out this evening. Well, clap it up for Matt, Stacy, Tyrone Burston. He's the reason why I do stand-up comedy. That's not even a lie. Like 12 years ago, we used to be in like this roasters group on Facebook. I saw he got started. I hit him up. I asked him. He talked to me for 2 hours on the phone. And so if I have a terrible time up here, blame him. He's the reason why I'm up here doing this, man. I'm happy y'all here because it's a lot of competition in the city right now, comedy-wise. We got, I think, Donnell Rawlings is at the Wilbur Theater, you know. Shane Gillis is out here too. But y'all could have had them, but you chose me. And I appreciate it. And even though they got more fame, more money, and they're more known than I am, the one advantage that I have that both of those comedians don't have is that I did not sell my soul to the devil. Yet. You know, I ain't selling yet. As soon as that contract hit my desk, y'all won't see me and I will be at the temple. But for now, I'm pure, man. And y'all, you know, it's very intimate, you know what I'm saying? But y'all very close and I can see you guys. And y'all look gorgeous. Clap it up for yourselves for being so beautiful. Clap it up for yourselves for being so beautiful. But it's unfortunate. You know, the older we get, looks start to fade. You know? So, like none of us looks the same that we looked about 20, 25 years ago. Some of y'all didn't even exist 25 years ago. That's why there's an advantage of being ugly your whole life. Because it prepares you for the ugliness you're going to have to deal with once you're elderly. I say that to say this, 20 or 30 years from now, some of y'all motherfuckers going to be depressed as shit. Your handsome ass going to be depressed. Your sexy indie ass going to be depressed. You gorgeous, you're going to be depressed. Man, you beautiful. You know you're going to be depressed. You're going to be okay, man. This man ain't going to need no therapy. He's hideous. I'm kidding, man. You're cute, too. You look like Ryan Reynolds if he lost his acting career and became a bouncer for this club. That is Ryan Reynolds as the bouncer. That is Ryan Reynolds as the bouncer. It's like Woody Allen going to comment between every single thing that I say. It's like Woody Allen will sue you right now, you know. I didn't know that was my daughter, but I just had to, you know, she was just beautiful. I couldn't even think for myself. I had to touch her. He came and I was like, whoa, that man has great life insurance. Life insurance is good. Listen, I'm doing better in life. I got myself a full-time job, clap it up, clap it up, 40 hours. Because the comedy wasn't really working, so I had to get realistic with myself. Had to, lost about 25 pounds. Thank you. I'll take a couple claps, the spotted claps. So I got my life to clap it up if you got life insurance. Some of y'all ain't clapping. So that's what you ain't clapping. This motherfucker got 10 OnlyFans, but no life insurance. Life insurance costs $10 a month. He got 10 OnlyFans, but he's spending $100 a month to beat his meat, but he got no life insurance. This is some bullshit, man. Come on, man. Life insurance is it's a good thing to have because until Elon Musk makes the technology to make us immortal, you know what I mean? We gotta do these things to take care of our loved ones when we pass on to whichever other existence happens after this lifetime. Plus, life insurance is a good thing to have if you live like an average, uneventful life. Once you pass on, the only thing they're gonna remember is that you breaking them off with the policy, you know? They're gonna forget the fact that every time you go to the barbecue, the only thing you bring is Tupperware. Because you breaking them off with a policy, you know? They're gonna forget the fact that you slept with your best friend's mother. See, he was quiet about that. It really happened. Because you breaking them off with a policy, man. And me, I'm happy I got my coverage, because before I got my life insurance, the only thing I was going to leave my family was my PlayStation. And I don't got that many games. I got the game that come with the system. It got a real limited library. And it's the PS4. It's not even the PS5. At least I can step my game up and get the latest console. You gotta step your game up in life. You cannot stay stuck and stagnated in the same position. That's why for the first time in 10 years, I got myself some new bed covers. I got myself some new sheets. Men don't give a fuck about new sheets unless they have a woman. The only reason why he got new sheets is because he got a woman. The only reason why you got new sheets, woman. The only reason why he got new sheets is because of that woman. We don't do it for us. We do it for the buns. If it was not for these men with these ladies, they would ride those sheets till the motherfucking wheels fell off, man. The tariffs is high, the prices is high, gas prices is high. Donald Trump lied. Where the fuck the Doge money at, man? I want my $5,000. Egg prices is astronomical. I love omelets. And I like breakfast more than I like bedding. So you know what I had to do? I had to get my sheets from the Dollar General. And if you know anything about those Dollar General sheets, they got a real low thread count. They're very, very coarse. It's like you laying inside a bowl of shredded wheat. You need a pedicure just to get in your bed comfortably. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got them corn chips feet, you hop in that shredded wheat bed, it's liable to cause a fire. I think that's how all the blazes got started last year in Los Angeles. Some dude hopped in the shredded wheat bed with the corn chips feet, no pedicure. Half of Hollywood is gone, half of Hollywood is in a blaze, man. Stepping my game up in life, you know what I'm saying? Got a fiance, got my lady. We've been together for the past 23 months. This is the most faithful I've been in 10 months, man. I'm kidding. I would never, ever cheat. She's 4'11". She will kick me in the kneecaps. And she's Hispanic, so she'll follow that with a blade stab to the side of my hamstrings. But I've been a professional side dude for most of my life. 25 years of my dating life, I was always a side guy. I was always doing my thing all willy-nilly. But now, I'm finally locked down with one person. But you still get temptation, you know? You still get tempted every night. And all y'all with y'all significant others, men and women, y'all can say, y'all don't get tempted, you lying. Jesus got tempted, Muhammad got tempted. Everybody gets some form of temptation. It's what do you do when the temptation happens? What are some of the things we can do to stay faithful in the face of temptation? A lot of these fellas, you dirty motherfuckers. Y'all got work wives. Some of y'all got work husbands. Y'all got work wives, you know what I'm saying? And every now and again, you may get the temptation to maybe walk by, brush by, and squeeze her booty cheeks. Whenever you get that temptation, don't do it. You can transmute the sexual energy, go home, grab your wife's booty cheeks. You might want to, this is why he ain't looking at me right there, dude that's under 25. You might want to send your work wife a dick pic. No, send it, when you get the temptation to send the work wife dick pic, send your real wife the dick pic, man. You gotta be creative. This brain right here is a supercomputer. And anything you can imagine, you can manifest inside your head. You gotta use your imagination. Like the other day, I was making love to my lady. I was making love to my lady. But I was thinking about somebody else. Is that faithful? I heard some, well, why ain't faithful, right? Why? Because like my dick in the right place, but my brain is in the wrong place, right? So, okay, all right. I follow you guys with that. So what if I change the scenario? What if by happenstance, and God forbid I should happen to get caught into the clutches of temptation, and I'm making love to another woman, I'm making love to another woman, I'm making love to another woman. But I'm thinking about my lady, though. They ain't faithful? Why, man? Because my dick in the wrong place for my heart? My lady hate that joke. She's a licensed carrier, you know what I mean? And if that shit becomes true, y'all motherfuckers gonna be carrying me in a casket, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have stabbed up kneecaps, and my kneecaps gonna be stabbed up because she's short with the blades and she's Puerto Rican, so. Comes with the territory. Now, when you with somebody for a while, you know, over a year, we're going on 2 years, you start to learn all the idiosyncrasies and the things about them that bother you. And even though my lady loves me, she supports me, she's always with me, man. We was on the verge of breaking up. I had the same issues that Tyrone Burston had with this lady. My lady ain't too good with the domestics, too. She not too good with the domestics. She got laundry issues, too, man. She don't use no fabric softener. No fabric softeners on the clothes. All my work suits be coming out crunchy and stiff. I be feeling like the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz. And even ain't no black folks like brown folks here. No black folks in here, but this is gonna make some of y'all mad when y'all hear this. She only used one dryer sheet for 2 loads of clothes. One dryer sheet for 2 loads of clothes. Black people use 7 dryer sheets for 1 pair of drawers. 7 dryer sheets for 1 pair of drawers. And she mixed the colors with the whites. I said, this is not the dream that Dr. Martin Luther has in mind. When it comes to mixing my colors and the whites, I'm very, very racist. I'm the Grand Wizard of Washington. All my wife beaters was pink. So when you look at my underwear drawer, I'm like the biggest supporter of breast cancer awareness. Lady loves me, man. She be cooking for me. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. So I can't just go out all indiscriminate and just eat all willy-nilly. It's almost like eating is cheating. If she wasn't here and I had myself a snack tonight and I went home, as soon as I get to the door, she'd be like, let me smell your breath. Is that Chick-fil-A on your collar? No. That's pussy. She's gonna stab me. I can't cheat her. She's gonna stab the side of my kneecaps. Puerto Rican. She don't even cook. That's the funny thing, man. She ain't. Okay. Well, the lady ain't good at cooking. She's good at Costco. You know what I'm saying? She got the platinum membership. She is revolutionary with the rotisserie. She is an admiral of the air fryer. You know, she do miracles with the microwave. Love my lady, man. I'm like, I'm getting older, you know. I'm starting to like creep up there. I'm 47 years old. I'm 47. I'm not old though. It's like, yeah, I can see. You know, your standards is different. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand. That's pretty old right there. How somebody with a voice like that gonna tell me I'm old? You're old. That's like a fat dude calling a dude fat. You fat motherfucker. You fat as a motherfucker. I said, I know you fatty, McFat, fat fuck. over 45, that's like entry level old. You understand what I'm saying? That's like you just paid your fare into the club of being old. If you under 40, you're not even in the club yet. You know what I'm saying? Over 45, you're paying your fare to get in the club of being old. When you over 50, you in the coat room of being old. When you over 60, you on the dance floor of being old. When you over 70, you in the bathroom of being old. And when you 80 and 90, you in the elevator of being old. And it's like, as I get older, like, y'all ain't really experiencing this yet. Like, y'all the oldest person in here, you know, he's the youngest person here, but like, maybe 30. This is a younger crowd, but I can relate to you guys, man. It started happening to me in my mid-30s, like lights started seeing brighter to me for some, like sounds started getting louder for some, I'm getting irritable. I'm driving at night and it feels like everybody got their high beams on now. Yeah. Doesn't it feel like that? Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? I'm a Connecticut driver, but you know, y'all Massachusetts motherfuckers from that, y'all some rough people. Y'all be driving with the high beam. I'm aggressive. I flick you. When I see the high beams come, turn the lights down. I'm flicking you. And then their lights get even brighter. They ain't have their high beams on. It's just my eyeballs is old. Very, very irritable. Very, very frustrated. I'm starting to get annoyed with CVS. I can't stand CVS. That is the worst place ever. They're understaffed. Always out of stock. They put everything behind the glass case. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the hood. They put toothpaste behind the glass case. They put deodorant behind. They put condoms behind the glass case. And I'm thinking to myself, since when did shoplifters become so sexually responsible? If you gotta take a leak, you know what I'm saying? Or if you late for work, if your lady is in labor, never stop at a CVS. You're gonna miss all those things, man. Like I said, everything behind the glass case, so you get into the aisle, you push that little big red button, boom. Nobody ever comes to the aisle, boom. Because it's one lady running the trash can, running the pharmacy, and running the front. One person running that shit, and it's a long ass line. And at the front of the line, it's an elderly woman with a Bible-long list of coupons, holding up life, trying to get a discount on some Friskies, and this chick don't even got no cat. She thinks she the Mother Teresa of felines, trying to feed all the kittens in the neighborhood, but she feel like she's overcharged for her Friskies, and she's like haggling this poor 16-year-old clerk that has no managerial authority to give any kind of discounts, but the old lady going, she don't give a fuck. She gotta get her discount. She's like, pardon. In aisle 5, it says the Friskies are 4 for $5.99. You're trying to charge me $6.99. I need you to mark that down. And I need to make a Western Union to my grandson, Jimmy. I love my Jimmy. He needs the money. We would watch a lot of Charlie Chaplin movies. He didn't believe that was my boyfriend, but I had the Polaroids. The Polaroids were the proof. He had such a beautiful mustache. He inspired Adolf Hitler, not the genocide, just the facial hair. That's what you're dealing with when you stop at the CVS. You're going to die of a bladder infection. You're going to get fired from your job. Your lady going to have a baby on the front seat, all because you decided to stop at a CVS. I'm glad I'm out of the dating game, man. I'm glad I'm out, because like my ex broke up with me for the stupidest of reasons. My ex-girlfriend broke up with me, right? Because she wanted me to wait 90 days till it was time to pick them flowers, you know what I'm saying? Till it was time to fuck. I'm just trying to be poetic, okay? And I made it. I made it to the finish line when it was time to get my trophy, when it was time to get my bouquet. She wanted me to use a condom. Oh, no. Exactly. Ugh. I told her I can't use condoms because it fucked with my pH balance. And by pH, I mean penis hardening. Because I'm 47 years old. Condom is like cock kryptonite. Whenever I put one on, I feel like a Vietnam veteran with both of his arms blown off from a dirty bomb. I can't salute. My sex soundtrack is boom, 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 boom. She gave me the dishonorable discharge. Yeah, it's a good thing we broke up because that's a nasty motherfucker, man. She was so dirty, whenever she got out of the bathtub, it looked like Saturn. I get it, some astronomy majors, man. Got that ring, you understand what I'm saying? Bitch had Star Wars tiles. She had May the Force Be With You toothpicks, man. That ain't the reason why we broke up, though. The real reason, Mr. David, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? You have a very nice, sexy voice. This man used to be on the radio in the 1950s. We're gonna play you some songs from Paul Davis, the Beatles. Is he ever gonna be quiet? Can you hush this man? Like, you know, they're so good, you just wanna talk right over them. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. That's like you having a good ass meal in front of you, like, this food is so good, I'm not even gonna eat it. I'm just gonna talk at my steak right now. My steak this is so wonderful. You know what? Hey, just look at it. We're just gonna talk about it. Your voice sounds like the dude that sings the Love Boat. You know what, baby? I'm gonna take you out in my Monte Carlo. How's it going there, part? This dude watched one John Wayne movie in 1930 and his voice got stuck permanently. How's it going there, part? That's what turned her on. You know what I'm saying? She was in Honduras and she heard the John Wayne. It's like, that's John Wayne. I love that. I'm going to talk to him. That's what she said, man. No, that's not the reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not the reason why my lady broke up with me, right? The reason why she broke up with me because she's a younger lady. I'm an older man. At the time, you know, I was in this situation. I was 42 and she was 29. And I just don't have the same sex drive that I had like you young strapping big dick sperm motherfuckers, man. Yeah. When I was your age, I had the sex drive like the push start engine on a 2026 Porsche. 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. Beating out the cops. Breaking the speed limit. Risking life and limb. Running red lights. Y'all some freaky motherfuckers. That's a sex on the period, y'all fan. But if you're gonna do it, get red towels from the Dollar General. Low thread count, don't cost that much money, you know what I'm saying? You can absorb the blood on some cheap towels, man. Tariff is high, you gotta get it, you know what I'm saying? The tariff is high, you gotta get the cheap shit, man. Now, 47 years old, my sex drive is like the crank start engine on a 1920s Model T box Ford car, the car that he had when he was 16 years old. 0 to 60, never! Foreplay for me now was like this. Turn on the radio. I gotta start this old ass shit up again, man. This is some bullshit, man. Need Viagra. Need the honey pack. He's in the army now, yeah, the army. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy from Company B. That's the soundtrack to my dick. That was also the #1 song when he was a senior in college. Because I'm 47 years old and I'm happy. I'm very, very happy because a lot of times black people don't live that long. You see, it's only like 1.5 of us in here, man. Especially black males. Between diabetes, police brutality, child support, and the COVID vaccine, we are an endangered species. And as you get older, your priorities start to change. When I was young, I used to want to get some sex. Now that I'm older, I just want to get some sleep, man. I don't need pussy, I need pillows. I don't need the booty, I need the blankets. I don't need titties, I need Tempur-Pedic. Your sex goals change when you get older. When you young, it's all about the orgasm. When you a man over 40, peeing after the orgasm feels better than the orgasm. You see how Larry laughing, right? Because he knows exactly what I'm talking about, man. Because nowadays, when I should happen to make whoop my woman, and I reach the climactic regions, I'm like, ooh, baby, that was good. Make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with the crust cut off. Honey wheat bread. Sarah Lee. But when I pee after that shit, I'm like, shit. I'm like, baby, could you do that thing that make me pee after I came? It feels so wonderful. I need a cigarette and I don't even smoke. Newport Box 100s. They menthol, so I snuck them over the border. Because you know they're not allowed in Massachusetts. Yeah, whatever, fuck y'all. Get strange injuries when you get old too, like strange. 2 weeks ago, I tore my ACL playing basketball in my dreams, man. I hit the game-winning shot, Curry. Now I gotta take ice baths instead of bubble baths, using Bengay like it's lotion. Going on my day smelling like a hospital bed, hospitally fresh. But I realized I was getting old when I realized I really do enjoy the taste of a pastrami Reuben. And for those that don't know, that's an old school sandwich with old school ingredients. It comes with Swiss cheese, Thousand Island, sauerkraut, that's convalescent cuisine. I have it every Thursday at 4 p.m. with a tapioca pudding and a yoo-hoo while watching The Golden Girls. I think Blanche is beautiful, and if they could bring her back to life, I would make her my boo-boo. Because Blanche got that boom, 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 boom. Thank you for being a friend. Booty. Blanche is beautiful, man. She gave me my first erection when I was 6 years old. She the reason why I love older women. I'm not talking 10 years older, I'm talking AARP. Because older ladies got no standards, they just fuck and die. You know what I'm saying? Just very basic needs. Plus they iron your suit, read you a bedtime story, give you some of them soft, warm, oatmeal, raisin cookies. You ain't never had cookies until you had grandma's soft, warm, oatmeal, raisin cookies with the walnuts. I want to meet a lady so old if I get her pregnant by accident, she would give birth to a college graduate. That baby go from maternity to fraternity immediately. Summa cum baby. She's the dead of the class. I gotta be careful though, because like I'm 47. I think I can still make children. I know my lady can make children, but you can't mix elderly sperm with elderly eggs because you're going to get old ass kids, man. With osteoporosis and shit, though. You know what I mean? Baby going to come out crying like Joe Biden. I need some milk. I need some milk. Let me sniff your hair. It makes me comfortable. Baby gonna come out with a full head of hair, receded hairline, all their teeth, talking like Morgan Freeman. And I was in the womb for 9 long months. The doctor put the forceps on my head and pulled me out and introduced me to the cool world. Meet a lot of these, used to meet, because I got a lady right now, you know what I'm saying? But I used to meet, why did I get so sad when I said I got a girlfriend? That's fucked up. I'm sorry. Yo, I go ahead and end this shit tonight. Oh my God. I used to meet a lot of these before I had my wonderful fiance. Used to meet a lot of these ladies on Tinder. Because at my age, most women I meet online brag about being 35, but I know for a fact that they 50. Because no woman brags about being 35 than less than 50. And this is my thing, ladies. When y'all get older, y'all get insecure. Y'all like to lie about your age and say you're younger. No, that's stupid. It makes more sense to say that you're even older. Because I know you're not 40, but when you're 40, Tell people that you're 50. They're going to be like, oh my God, look at your skin. This must be beautiful. You so mixed. You from Egypt? Black don't crack. Use cocoa butter? No, she's white. Use oil of Olay. You getting way more likes on your Facebook pictures. You getting them heart likes. You stalk on a regular basis. Random money from strangers and the most beautiful dick pics. The veiny ones. But if you 40, you try to say you 25, they go like, bitch, I know you bullshitting. I could tell by the wrinkles on your hands. The turkey neck is a dead giveaway. Because there's one chick I met on Tinder, she had a turkey neck. She tried to lie about her age. I told her a couple of jokes. I made her laugh. She was like, oh. I was like, this bitch just gobbled Thanksgiving in a couple of months. What, I gotta bring cranberry sauce to the first date? Gravy, come on. She want me to stuff that bird. That's what she wants. She want me to give her some stuffing. Ladies, if you're getting older, the cheapest plastic surgery is to say you even older. If you 50, say you 75. If you 75, say you 95. And if you 95, just say you dead, man. Like, damn, baby, you look good. How old are you? I'm dead. Like, you're the most beautiful corpse I've ever seen in my life. Met her at the graveyard. I was really digging her. She was my cemetery Cinderella. Her glass slipper was filthy, man. You saw her struggle on them fucking date naps. My homeboy was like, yo, you need to stop messing with these thoughts on Tinder. You find your queen on Craigslist. That's where they met. I was like, Craigslist, word? You mean to tell me you can get job, furniture, and some pussy on them? I hopped on Craigslist, there was some weirdos on there, man. That will satisfy your every desire. This one chick told me she would do anything to me if I acted like the Pillsbury Doughboy. I said, you gotta be a pretty desperate motherfucker to respond to such an ad. Which is exactly why I wound up on her front doorstep that night. Dressed in all white. I rang the doorbell, she opened up and poked my stomach. I was like, bitch, fuck the shit out of me. Best 2 minutes of my life. But then 2 weeks later, I came back with a yeast infection. Because she keep fucking with those doughboys, that yeasty bitch. I wonder why every time I went down on her, it smelled like Pabst Blue Ribbon. You could bake bread with that vagina. Jesus Christ, I'm fucking disgusted, man. I love doing shows in different places, right? But even though like I'm a bigger guy, I don't like confrontation. I'm always concerned about the thugs that are going to be there. And I heard there was a lot of thugs in Boston. And there's a lot of thugs right here in this room.
Yeah. In Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia. Where's Virginia? You know, they be brothers to themselves at the same time. How you your own brother? Your own brother. That's crazy. I just made that stuff off the top, yo. Y'all thugs is weird, though. Y'all thugs are strange. Y'all the type of thugs that'll like steal my identity, but then improve my credit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with good credit, but you can't go from like 500 to 800 in one day. It's gonna raise some red flags. My black ass gonna get thrown in prison. Prison is not a good look for me. Because in the streets, I know y'all thought this, I kind of look like George Foreman. Yeah. Fuck y'all for laughing, man. But in prison, I look like Amber Rose, Kanye West's ex-girlfriend. She's an Instagram model. Fact! She got a bald head, big booty, light skin just like me. In prison, we're practically identical twins. And you don't want to be Amber Rose's twin in prison, Usama. You will become... He was like the runner-up on Funny as Fuck, so you just remind me of him right now, I'm sorry. You will become the main course, you know what I'm saying? That's like being beef patties around Jamaicans. That's like being spaghetti around Italians. That's like being cats around Asians. See, some of y'all laughing. The dude that said no is judging me, moaning and groaning. But we know for a fact the meat texture on the Chinese food is different. You thought that was General Tso's chicken? That's General Tso's kitten, man. And when you eat it too fast, you breath, you go, meow. And I know that sounds kind of racist, but I have not seen any Asians in the room, and it is okay to talk shit about folks if they're not in the room. I learned that from white people. Because I feel like racism is therapeutic. I feel like racism is necessary. I feel like racism is as much of American pastime as apple pie and baseball. I'm not talking about disenfranchising anybody. I'm not talking about harming anyone, but if like somebody cuts you off in traffic or they're a jerk to you at work and they're not of your ilk, it is your natural inclination to want to say a few choice words. And if you keep it bottled in, it's like poop. It builds up in your body. It builds up in your body. It builds up in your body. You got to let it out. You're going to get sick. Take a shit at home. Say the N-word at home. Now that I gave this man permission to say the N-word at home when a black person pisses him off, he gonna say it so much, it's gonna sound like the music at the beginning of Pulp Fiction. It's like, do you think Marcellus Wallace is a bitch? And I will rain down with fire, anger, and fury, and you will know my name is the Lord. When I bring my vengeance upon thee. That's why I don't have no date, because we talking to the ladies like that every single time. No, I'm joking. It's all in fun. You're handsome. If I was gay, you'd be my first choice. But I'm not. But once I sign to the devil, you my bitch. Jesus Christ, man. Let me give us, it's a younger crowd, but I like doing this joke. It's a little bit of history. But like most of y'all besides Woody Allen, David, we was the only one that was around during the 90s, right? And you know the singer RuPaul, y'all know You Better Work. RuPaul wasn't the only really tall, famous gay guy during the 90s. He wasn't the only one. Now, most of y'all wasn't alive, so I'm going to give y'all some history, right? I knew exactly who it was back then. Now, back then, a lot of people that was around, y'all would think it was Dennis Rodman, you know what I'm saying, because he was tall. But he was already out the club. He had a wedding dress on Sports Illustrated. He don't count. It was another guy. Well, y'all wasn't here, but motherfuckers missed it. But I knew exactly who he was as soon as I saw it. Y'all know the singer Montel Jordan? You got a song. This is how we do it. It's Friday night, and I'm feeling all right. But that's not what made him gay. That's not what made him gay. I have been singing for 40 years of my life. And one thing I've learned is that in order to get the notes out, you got to be a little bit fruity and extra with your expressions. Like there was a band, only he know it. There was a band in the 80s called Ready for the World. And they had that one famous song, Let Me Love You Down. You know what I'm saying? Down, you know what I'm saying? Down. I couldn't get the note out. Down, unless my wrist wasn't back. Down, and my toes wasn't pointed out. Now, this is more of an alternative crowd, so there was a 90s band called Oasis, and they had that one song, Today is gonna be a day that I'm gonna say for you. I could not get the note out unless I you. I could not get the note out unless I with my fingers like this, you. I don't believe in anybody. You know, I could not get the note out unless my thumb, my index, and my middle, you about you now. So maybe I could not get the note out unless my fingers was like, so maybe. That's not the part I realized he was gay. The part I realized he was gay was the part where he was rapping. Because he was like, once upon a time in 94, Montel made no money and life show was slow. And all they said was 6'8" he stood. And people, I said, this dude got a husband because ain't no way in hell you wagging your finger while you spit your bars like that. I'll be thinking to myself, what if that's a joke that take me to the next level? What if that's a joke that make me famous? What if that's a joke after I sell my soul to the devil and put me at the top of the game? I'm at the Wilbur, I'm killing that shit. But Montel Jordan standing front and center of the audience, staring at me, mad as a motherfucker. And then he confront me backstage. This dude is 6'8". He will whoop my ass. You was talking all that shit, nigga. I'm looking over you like I'm looking over the balcony, bitch. You know how embarrassing it would be to get beat up by a dude that probably got a pink microphone and some bedazzled boots, and after you finish fucking me up, this is how we do it. Got him. Tra la 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 la. Oh, well, it would be embarrassing. Completely embarrassing, man. About to get some heavy material, some heavy shit. World is fucked up. War, you know. God, what's it? It's Gaza. I don't even know the words. The Strait of Hormuz or some shit. I don't know. I just know shit is fucked up. You know, it's like a lot of terrorism. Terrorists are weirdos. Can we agree? They some weirdos, man. Target people, man. No, I'm just fucking. It be some white terrorists too. You know, I'm just fucking with you. Nah, they weirdos because it's like, think about it. You gotta be a pretty strange motherfucker, right? To blow up a bunch of innocent random people based on a religious belief you can't prove, and your only hope is to get pussy in the afterlife. You know what I'm saying? If you get a real pussy, you ain't worried about no dead pussy. All I'm saying is if it was an orgy before 9/11, both of those towers would still be standing. And you ever realize whenever you see the yearbook picture of a terrorist, they always have a look on their face like they just got caught masturbating in a public library? You fucked me. That face was a cry for help. They just needed a little bit of loving. I learned this word, incel. That means involuntarily celibate. I didn't mean to look at you when I said that. You know, so I knew you get bitches. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because his side piece is, no, I'm just playing. It means involuntarily celibate. That means they're too weird to get sex, so they get all this built up testosterone, and then they blow people up. Because nobody want to blow up their balls, man. But I got a way we can rectify the situation, you know. I got a way we can eradicate this and cure this immediately. It's hard for me to say this, but some of you ladies who have to swallow your pride, start having sex with weird, random looking strangers. You might save a couple of lives is all I'm saying. And I know every time I do this joke, I lose the ladies in the room, right? I can hear the coochies collectively close I could never sleep with a stranger. That is beneath me. Bullshit. Some of you women have had sex with strangers during your college years when it wasn't legal to get free drinks. You can't have sex with a stranger that's a potential terrorist and stop acts of terrorism? Y'all some selfish bitches. If I had a pussy, I would be a hero. They would call me Mo Heroin. I would be saving the earth one dick at a time. Like, look at you terrorist looking motherfucker. You like you want to blow some shit up. Fuck that. Take me to the bathroom, hit it from the back. You ain't blowing up shit, because I'm blowing up your balls. I'm blowing up this terrorist balls. And I know that sounds kind of gay, but if I got to be a little bit sweet to save some American citizens, Because they talk about 72 virgins. 72. That's a lot of motherfucking virgins, right? That's why, where did they get this number from? And I never slept with a virgin, but I can imagine that shit is extremely annoying. It's like, ouch, it's my first time. Slow down. Ouch, it's my first time. You gotta deal with this shit for eternity. 3 women an hour for 24 hours for all time? Fuck 72 virgins. Just give me 5 hoes, I'm good, man. 5 holes in the gas station Viagra will do the trick. They shoot up all kinds of shit. They blow up all kinds of shit. They shot up a country concert. They shot up a techno club. They even blew up an Ariana Grande concert. It made me realize one important thing. You can actually lose your life if you're a fan of shitty music. Step up your taste in your tunes. I can't see him blowing up the Doobie Brothers. Them motherfuckers is legends. Here comes from somewhere, working long ago. Oh God, the music was so good, I was going to blow the place up, but I'd rather just dance with my machine gun. Send to the man to the food, because he's right. Wonder why my terrorist sounds Jamaican. Since when did Saddam Hussein become Usain Bolt? Right after 9/11? And most of y'all's babies, but right after 9/11, they had this saying, if you see something, say something. What if Donald Trump came up with a law, if you see something, fuck something, meaning if somebody like looking weird in the corner and you see they have the potential to blow shit up, it is your civic duty to take that motherfucker to the bathroom, make it do what it do, just to save everybody else. Now Donald, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Cheetos is crazy enough to probably try to pull off this type of law, you know what I'm saying? This is how I can imagine him at the press conference coming up with that ridiculous idea. It's like, listen, I know there's a lot of terrorism. I know there are a lot of strange individuals throughout the United States, but I have the most wonderful, splendid idea of our time. If you see an individual in the back of the room that obviously gets 0 buns, take him to the bathroom, have dirty Wuhan sex with him. You will lower terrorism by 30%. This is not fake news. Let him grab your pussy. Grab him by the balls. Bum, bum, ba, dum. Bum, ba, dum, ba, dum, bum, bum, bum. What if Joe Biden was on board? At the same press, finally agree with Trump on something. If you see a guy in the corner of a room that hasn't got pussy in a long, come on. Take him to the bathroom and have dirty Chinese sex with him. You will lower terrorism, but you will lower terrorism by 37%. Make sure you don't forget to sniff her hair. It makes you feel so comfortable. Then he walked the wrong way off the stage and shit. What if our favorite, or a lot of you favorite, not everybody, but what if Barack Obama was on board? You got Barack Obama, Trump, and Biden all on the same podium, the same dais, agreeing on the same shit.
He's like transparent, they don't really do it. Let's hope for a better world, but
I know. There's a lot of strange individuals throughout the United States. I have a proposal. I have a way we can rectify the situation. You see, young lady with the sweater, who's probably sweating under her breast under that. See a terrorism in the corner of the room. Take her to the bathroom. Drop your trousers. Have them put hot honey on your butt cheeks. Have dirty Iranian sex with them. And you will lower terrorism by 37%. Bump up a dump. Bump up a dump. I've been holding y'all hostage. I got a few more, and I'm gonna get up out of here. This is dumbass. It's probably like one parent. Maybe you're a parent. Hey, clap it up if you're a parent in the building. Okay, yeah. Of course, the guys with the beards that are fucking masculine, y'all get bitches. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know, everybody else, y'all don't get no hoes. But no, I'm just playing. As far as I know, I don't have any children. As far as I know, listen, I didn't meet my dad till I was 31 years old. You know what he gave me? $200 in a handshake, man. Cheapest child support ever. And because I'm black, we got this thing in the black community, when the kid is over 40, the mother just pressures you to have kids. They don't pressure you for marriage, they just pressure you for children like, Mo, when you gonna make me some kids? Mo, when you gonna make me some grandkids? I said, when you let me have company past 10 p.m. I can't afford rent and hotels. My mother's a hater. This is preposterous. And it's the thing, like my mother recently got saved. My mother recently found Christ. So she's no longer fornicating. She's no longer having sex in the house. So if she's not allowed to have sex in the house, nobody's allowed to have sex in the house. And it's some bullshit because my mother don't even go to church. My mother be sipping wine while watching YouTube sermons. You know what I'm saying? My mother be sipping wine while watching T.D. Jakes, Tony Evans, and Joe. Osteen. And I'm like, Dad, Mom, why you sipping wine while you watching church? She's like, what you talking about? This the blood of Christ. This the record from the Bible. This is in Ecclesiastes. This is the Passover. I said, Mom, I understand that, but you drink a Pinot Grigio. It's the wrong color, and bad enough, it's not even the bottle Pinot Grigio, it's the box Pinot Grigio. That Franzia, that shit you be drinking, with the plastic bag on the inside, the spigot on the outside. She gonna run out of wine, filling up her glass, about, only God is my judge. God is my only judge. That's the wine spigot sound. That's also the sound you should be making when you pleasing your lady. My mother's ministry is preventing me from getting hoes. My mother's ministry is cock blocking. She could be at the pearly gates right now, and the Lord would be like, Mrs. Scott, what did you do to deserve to get into the kingdom of heaven? I blocked myself from having over 1,000 thoughts, and I better through the pearly gates, boo-boo, and I better get the big cloud on the west wing, extra puffy, extra fluffy, with the Netflix included. Gotta have your streaming services in heaven, man. It's in the clouds. Nah, the real reason why I don't have no kids, I'm just bullshitting. Is every time, I have sex, you know what I mean, get lucky with a woman, the next day I cook her when she's still asleep, I cook her like a nice little breakfast, and when she's not paying attention, I put a Plain B pill in her coffee, you know what I'm saying? With Bill Cosby like accuracy. Dogs. Steph Curry like form. Look at the flick of the wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist. And then my homeboy was like, yo, you stupid as fuck. Why don't you just use a condom? I said, because she gonna notice the rubber floating in the cup, you dumb motherfucker. We know for a fact coffee does not dissolve condoms. I tried it with my ex, almost choked that motherfucker to death. She was choking on a Trojan in her Folgers. Choking on a Trojan in her Folgers. Choking on a Trojan, choking on a Trojan. That's a song, right? Y'all gonna be singing that driving home. Choking on a Trojan in her Folgers. Choking on a Trojan in her Folgers. Do need to have some kids, though. I need to, man. Like I said, to Elon Musk make that nanotechnology, that's the only way we live forever, passing our genes and our legacy. And I got a lady right now, but she don't want to have no kids. So I got to have a side baby. But I plan on being very rich and successful like Stefan Diggs, so I can pull that shit off. And if I have my kids, I got to go to the motherland, man. I got to go to Africa. I'm too light-skinned. I'm trying to get my kids dark, man. Bring the African color back to the roots. But that's not the main reason why I gotta have a child, side baby in Africa. You wanna know the main reason why I gotta have a side baby with an African woman in Africa? Because the infomercials in the 80s and the 90s, and Sally Struthers told me it only costs 25 cents a day to raise a healthy African black baby, man. That's only $7.50 per month. I can afford that. I pay more for Disney Plus. I don't even watch that shit. Just like how I'm not gonna watch that baby. Because my dad never watched me. I'm following in my father's footsteps, which happen to be not so big because he's only 5'6". He has very little shoes. They're very tiny. Shops in the baby section. Baby gather. This is it, man. I'm happy I got my lady, man. Before I got my lady, I was very, very bitter. I was listening to like a lot of Kevin Samuels, a lot of Andrew Tate, Tom Likas for the old dude. Listen, I got references for all ages. Fuck y'all, man. That means you know who Tom Likas is. That's why he wears that hat. Nah, it just had me feeling myself. It had me feeling like I'm the prize and all this shit. And I had this like dating philosophy. You either adore me or ignore me. This is actually good dating advice for the fellas that's single. You know what I mean? The lady gotta be, if she's not all into the very first date, forget about it, let it the fuck go. You want to all in immediately or nothing. But this is the problem. You got the pot belly and the bald head, you're not accomplished, I'm like the RB sandwich of dating, man. I got the meats, but I'm not the first choice. You understand what I'm saying? And I was basically setting myself up to be single for the rest of my life. So lucky I got my lady, she's insane for having me, man. But before I had her, you gotta shoot your shot. You still got to give it a chance. You never know what's going to happen. And that's exactly what I did before I had my lady after a comedy show. I saw this beautiful chocolate sister conservatively dressed at the bar, sipping on a martini. I approached her gingerly and I asked her, I said, ma'am, I think you're gorgeous and I would love to take you out sometime. And she said, oh, well, you know, that's all well and good, but you know, I just gave my life to Christ and I'll only be dealing with a preacher or a pastor. I said, you'll only be dealing with a preacher? She was like, yup. I said, you'll only be dealing with a pastor? She was like, yup. I said, well, you know what? You came to the right place. I was looking at you. You was looking real beautiful, like a sexy chocolate Kim Kardashian. I'ma take you to breakfast. I'ma take you to lunch. I'ma take you to dinner. I'ma buy you those red shoes, that spaghetti strap dress, that Chanel perfume. The only stipulation, we gotta go to the hotel and have some consummation, but we're not yet married, so it's really fornication. And if you have a baby, if you get pregnant, I'm gonna catch the Holy Ghost. Did I say ghost? I meant ghost literally, because I'm not gonna be in that child's life. My daddy wasn't there for me, so I'm not gonna be there for that kid. I'm following in my father's footsteps. Yeah. That's my time. I appreciate every single last one of y'all. Bring it back up, Matt. I got some show. We got Nick's Comedy Shops shirts that they're selling. I got Everybody Need More Green, and I got this shirt right here as well. It is what it is. Right off to the side. Come at me. Holler at me. I got some few things, man. If you want to scan, whatever, you know, follow me. Do that. Bring it back up, Matt Nishi.
Mo Green, everybody, give him a round of applause. We had Tyrone Burston, Stacy Kendro. I'm your host, Matt Nishi. Guys, thank you for coming out tonight. Drive safely. Someone want to take a picture for us? North Carolina, Buffalo. Will you take a picture for us? Oh, all right. Give us some music, Andre. Put on Public Enemy.
Giving up on loving LA. Nobody came my way.
This is almost as bad as the mic not working. Katie. Who's Nick? I still don't know.
I still waiting to ask you that.
I'm
I'm a barber. You don't name a barber Nick.
I thought it was you. I thought you were the third. Go ahead. That's funny. That's funny.
Troops refused to fight. Matter of fact, it's safe to say that they would rather switch than fight.
Here. Do this one.